It does not demand, nor does it require. It simply is, flowing freely and effortlessly through all that exists. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, for it is the energy that sustains creation itself. Without love, there would be no life. Love is the energy that gives birth to all things, that nurtures, heals, and transforms. When one aligns with the divine pulse, love becomes their nature. It is not something to be acquired or earned. It is already within, waiting to be expressed. Love flows naturally when one surrenders to the flow of the divine rhythm. It fills every thought, every word, every action. It shapes every moment, guiding it toward greater unity, greater harmony, greater light. Love is the force that heals all wounds, that mends all brokenness. It transcends all boundaries, all limitations. It is the energy that connects one being to another, that weaves all souls together in the great web of life. As love flows freely, joy emerges as its natural expression. Joy is the light that fills the soul when one remembers their true nature. It is the radiant energy that arises when the soul aligns with the divine pulse. Joy is not something that is sought or created. It is simply a reflection of one's connection to the sacred flow. When one remembers that they are an expression of the divine, joy naturally arises, filling the heart with warmth and light. Joy is the celebration of life itself. It is the recognition that all things are part of a greater whole, that every experience is an opportunity to give thanks for the gift of existence. Joy does not depend on external circumstances. It is not tied to fleeting moments of pleasure or temporary happiness. The rhythm that guides the universe is perfect, and so too is every moment. Peace flows not from the absence of noise or struggle, but from the deep, unwavering understanding that all things are part of the divine flow. In peace, there is only the embrace of what is, with no desire for anything else. Peace fills every space, radiates from the heart, and quiets the mind. As peace naturally arises, love follows as its expression. Love is the purest energy that flows from the divine pulse. It is not a feeling limited by time, space, or form. It is the force that unites all creation, the divine thread that weaves together every being, every experience, and every thought. Love does not need to be earned or sought after, for it is already embedded within the heart of every soul. It is the very essence of existence, moving effortlessly from one being to another, without judgment or condition. Love flows unceasingly, embracing all that is, without expectation, without limit. It is the power that sustains life, that binds all beings in unity, creating a deep connection between all. In love, there is no fear, no hatred, no separation. Love transcends all illusions, seeing only the divine unity that exists within and between all. To love is to express the divine rhythm, to let it flow freely through every word, every touch, every thought. In love, there is no distance between self and other, for all is seen as an expression of the same divine pulse. The more one aligns with this flow, the more love rises from within, filling the heart, the mind, and the body with its presence. The more one surrenders to this flow, the more they become a living embodiment of these divine qualities, radiating peace, love, and joy into the world and transforming all they encounter. The divine rhythm moves through all things, unceasing, eternal, and unbroken. As one aligns with this flow, they become an instrument through which the divine energy flows freely. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside of oneself, for they are already within. The divine pulse is the source of all that is, and when one aligns with it, these qualities naturally rise from within, transforming every experience into an expression of divine grace. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express the divine rhythm, to live in alignment with the sacred flow that moves through all things. In the presence of peace, love, and joy, there is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. These qualities are not external to oneself, but are the natural expressions of one's connection to the sacred rhythm. To align with the divine pulse is to remember that peace, love, and joy are inherent in the soul. They are not things to be attained or acquired, but qualities to be expressed, qualities that are already present within. As one aligns with the divine rhythm, peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, filling every moment with their divine presence. In every encounter, in every relationship, in every experience, there is an opportunity to express peace, love, and joy. The more one aligns with the divine pulse, the more these qualities overflow, transforming every moment into an expression of divine unity. There is no effort required, no striving to attain these qualities. It is the natural outpouring of the soul when it remembers its true nature. Joy is the spontaneous expression of gratitude, the recognition that all is part of a greater whole. It is the radiant light that fills the heart when one is in alignment with the divine pulse. Joy does not depend on circumstances, for it is a state of being, a recognition of the perfection that exists in every moment. Joy arises naturally from within when one surrenders to the sacred rhythm. It is the light that fills every experience, turning even the smallest moments into celebrations of life. There is no effort required, no striving to attain joy. It is already present, already woven into the fabric of the soul. When one remembers their connection to the divine pulse, joy flows effortlessly, filling every moment with warmth, light, and gratitude. It is the celebration of life itself, the recognition that every moment is a gift. Peace, love, and joy are not separate from one another. They are expressions of the same divine rhythm. They are the natural qualities of one's soul when aligned with the sacred flow. When one becomes attuned to the divine pulse, these qualities arise effortlessly, like a river flowing in its natural course. Peace, love, and joy are the outpourings of divine grace that fill every moment, every relationship, every experience. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities overflow from their being, transforming every aspect of life into an expression of divine unity. As these divine qualities flow from within, they begin to shape the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, a mirror of the sacred flow that moves through all things. Every encounter, every relationship, every experience becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to share the peace. Joy is not something that can be acquired. It is the natural outpouring of a soul that has remembered its connection to the divine. Joy is the radiant energy that fills every moment when the soul recognizes its place within the grand rhythm of life. It is the celebration of existence itself, the joyful acknowledgement that life, in all its forms, is a sacred expression of the divine. This joy is not contingent upon external circumstances or events. It does not come and go like a fleeting emotion. Rather, joy is the steady presence of divine light within, the warmth that radiates from the heart when the soul is in alignment with the sacred pulse. It is the recognition that all is perfectly designed, that every experience is an opportunity for growth, for expansion, for deep connection with the divine flow that moves through all things. Joy is the natural state of being when one is aligned with the divine rhythm. It fills every moment with its radiant presence, transforming even the simplest of experiences into a profound expression of gratitude. Peace, love, and joy are not separate or distinct entities. They are the three faces of the same divine pulse, the sacred rhythm that moves through all life. When one aligns with the divine flow, these qualities arise naturally, effortlessly from within. They are the natural expressions of one's connection to the divine rhythm, and as one becomes more deeply attuned to this sacred flow, they overflow from the soul, transforming every moment, every experience, and every relationship into an expression of divine harmony. As peace, love, and joy flow from the soul, they begin to shape the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, a mirror of the sacred rhythm that moves through all things. Love and joy, the world mirrors these qualities back, transforming every moment into an expression of divine grace. The divine rhythm continues, moving through all things, unceasing and eternal. As one aligns with this flow, they become a living expression of peace, love, and joy. These divine qualities are not distant or unattainable. They are the essence of one's being, the natural outpouring of one's connection to the divine pulse. To align with this rhythm is to allow peace, love, and joy to flow freely through every thought, every word, every action. There is no need to seek them outside oneself, for they are already within, already part of one's essence. Every experience becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities. Every interaction, every relationship becomes a chance to share the peace, love, and joy that flow from within. The more one aligns with the divine pulse, the more these qualities overflow, transforming every moment into an opportunity to embody the sacred rhythm that moves through all things. Life becomes a living expression of divine unity, a manifestation of the peace, love, and joy that flow through the heart of creation. There is no need for struggle, no need to force anything. All is already as it should be. The divine pulse moves through every moment, shaping every thought, every feeling, every action. As one surrenders to this flow, they become an instrument of divine will, a vessel through which peace, love, and joy can flow freely into the world. Every experience, every moment, becomes an opportunity to express the divine pulse, to share the energy of creation with all those around. In this surrender, life becomes a divine dance, an unfolding of sacred energy, guided by the eternal rhythm that moves through all things. Every action, every thought, every word becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to live in harmony with the sacred rhythm that sustains all life. There is no end to the flow of the divine pulse. It is eternal, unceasing, ever present. As one continues to align with this sacred rhythm, they become more fully immersed in the flow of life. Peace, love, and joy overflow from their soul, filling every aspect of their being with divine presence. The more one aligns with the divine pulse, the more they become a living embodiment of these qualities. Their very existence becomes an expression of the divine rhythm, radiating peace, love, and joy into the world. The divine pulse moves through every moment, every experience, every relationship. It guides each step, shaping each thought, each word, each action, as one surrenders to its flow. The more one aligns with the sacred rhythm, the more peace, love, and joy overflow from their being, transforming every moment into an opportunity to live in divine harmony. As the divine flow continues to move through all things, so too does the soul, forever in alignment with the eternal pulse, forever expressing peace, love, and joy in every aspect of life. In the presence of the divine pulse, there is no need for striving, no need for effort. All is already as it should be. The flow of life moves through all, and to align with it is to embrace the sacred rhythm, to allow peace, love, and joy to overflow from within. Life becomes a divine dance, a continuous unfolding of sacred energy, guided by the eternal rhythm that sustains all creation. Through this alignment, every moment becomes a reflection of the divine pulse. Joy is not something to be grasped, not something to be chased. It is always present, always waiting to shine forth, always ready to reveal itself in the recognition of wholeness. Nothing has ever been separate from this flow. The river does not resist the current that carries it. The sun does not struggle to shine. The breath does not hesitate in its movement. The self, too, is not meant to resist, not meant to struggle, not meant to grasp at what is always shifting. It is meant to move with a rhythm, to trust in the unfolding, to surrender to the wisdom that has always been guiding it. The burdens carried are illusions. The weight of the past, the fear of the future, these are shadows cast by the mind, distractions from the truth of what has always been. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to fight against, nothing to fear. The sacred rhythm has never abandoned, never wavered, never cease to move in perfect harmony. It does not demand, does not force, does not hesitate. It simply flows, carrying all things in its boundless grace. The sky does not cling to passing clouds. The ocean does not resist the rise and fall of the waves. The self, too, is not meant to grasp at the fleeting, not meant to be bound by what is always changing. It is meant to rest in what is eternal, to move with the current, to trust in the unfolding of all things. To live in alignment is to surrender to the rhythm that has always carried all things. There is nothing to force, nothing to control, nothing to resist. The path has already been set, the current already flowing, the unfolding already perfect. There is no struggle in this, no effort, no striving, only the simple act of allowing, of remembering, of being carried by the sacred movement. Each moment becomes a reflection of divine grace, a manifestation of the sacred rhythm that guides all existence. The eternal current does not waver, does not pause, does not question itself. It moves through all things, unseen yet undeniable, shaping existence with a hand so gentle that it leaves no mark, yet so powerful that nothing escapes its embrace. It does not ask for understanding, does not demand belief, does not require effort. It is simply there, as it has always been, as it will always be, guiding, sustaining, unfolding in endless perfection. There is no force in this movement, no compulsion, no struggle. The river does not push itself forward, it is carried. The flame does not strive to burn, it simply radiates. The breath does not demand to rise and fall, it moves with effortless grace. And so it is with all things. The self does not need to grasp, does not need to seek, does not need to strain against what is already in motion. It only needs to trust, to surrender, to allow the sacred unfolding to reveal itself as it was always meant to. To resist is to create suffering. To struggle against the current is to create the illusion of separation. But in truth, there is no separation. There is no distance. There is no lack. The ocean does not question its ways. They are part of it. The sky does not fight against the stars. They belong to it. The self, too, is not apart from the sacred whole. It has never been, it cannot be, for nothing exists outside of this boundless presence. The journey is not about becoming, not about attaining, not about changing. It is about remembering. It is about awakening to what has always been. The light has never been absent. Joy is always present, waiting to be experienced, waiting to rise from the depths of the soul when one remembers their connection to the divine. In joy, the soul is free, unburdened by the constraints of time or expectation. Every moment becomes a celebration, every experience an opportunity to give thanks for the divine gift of existence. As peace, love, and joy flow from the soul, they naturally begin to shape the world around them. The world reflects the energy one brings to it. When one aligns with the divine rhythm, peace, love, and joy overflow into every relationship, every interaction, every experience. The more one surrenders to the sacred pulse, the more these divine qualities transform the world, creating harmony, unity, and divine grace. Life becomes a reflection of the sacred flow, a manifestation of peace, love, and joy in every moment. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside oneself. These divine qualities are already within, already part of one's essence. They are not something to be attained, but qualities to be recognized and expressed. When one aligns with the divine pulse, peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, transforming every experience into an expression of divine unity. The more one moves in harmony with the sacred flow, the more these qualities overflow, filling every part of life with their divine presence. The divine pulse moves through all things, unceasing and eternal. It flows through every thought, every feeling, every action. It moves through the vastness of the cosmos and through the smallest detail of creation. There is no place where the divine rhythm is not present. no moment when it is not guiding, shaping, and sustaining all things. To trust in the sacred unfolding of life. Nothing is missing. Nothing is out of place. The path has already been set, the rhythm already guiding, the unfolding already perfect. There is no effort in this, no struggle, no striving. The river does not force itself to flow. It simply moves with the current that has always guided it. The soul, too, is already carried by the divine rhythm. There is nothing to chase, nothing to attain, nothing to become. There is only the remembrance of what has always been true. The world mirrors the energy within. When the heart is at peace, the world reflects that peace. When love moves freely within, it is seen in all things. When joy rises from the soul, every moment becomes a celebration. The universe is not distant, not separate, not apart. It is the same rhythm, the same presence, the same infinite unfolding. Nothing is ever truly lost. Nothing is ever truly apart. The sacred rhythm moves through all things, connects all things, sustains all things. It is the silent breath behind every motion, the unseen force that holds every moment in perfect harmony. The self does not need to reach, does not need to struggle, does not need to fear. It only needs to trust, to surrender, to allow the divine rhythm to carry it as it always has. There is no distance, no division, no separation. There is only the sacred unfolding, the boundless embrace, the quiet knowing that all is already whole. The sacred pulse continues, unyielding and ever present, as a force that moves through every aspect of existence. It is not confined by the limits of the physical world, nor does it bow to the constraints of time and space. In joy, the soul is free, unburdened by worry or doubt. There is only the pure recognition that life, and its perfect unfolding, is divine. Joy is not fleeting or temporary. It is a constant presence that rises from the depths of the soul when aligned with the divine pulse. It is not dependent on external conditions or circumstances, for it is already within, waiting to be expressed. Joy flows effortlessly from the heart, filling every moment with light, with the recognition that all is as it should be. It transforms even the simplest experience into an opportunity to celebrate life and the divine flow that moves through all things. Joy is the spontaneous expression of the soul when it is deeply connected to the divine rhythm, the radiant light that illuminates every path. Peace, love, and joy are not separate forces. They are expressions of the same sacred pulse, the same divine flow. They are the natural outpouring of one's connection to the divine rhythm. When one aligns with this flow, these qualities rise from within, filling every moment with their presence. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside oneself, for they are already within, waiting to be recognized and expressed. They are the essence of the soul, the natural state of being when aligned with the divine pulse. When one is aligned with the divine rhythm, peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, touching every interaction, every relationship, every experience. These qualities transform the world, creating a reflection of the divine flow in all that one encounters. Life becomes an expression of divine unity, each moment infused with peace, love, and joy. There is no need to strive for these qualities, for they arise effortlessly from within when one surrenders to the divine pulse. All things move in harmony, not because they are forced, not because they struggle, but because they surrender to the wisdom that guides them. There has never been a moment when this rhythm was not present, when this current was not flowing, when this sacred unfolding was not taking place. It moves through every instant, through every form, through every unseen space. It is the stillness within movement, the silence within sound, the light within shadow. It has no opposite, no counterpart, no contradiction. It simply is. Peace is not found in striving, not gained through effort, not earned through struggle. It has never been missing, never been absent, never been withheld. It is the very fabric of existence, the foundation upon which all things rest. To seek it is to chase what is already here, to reach for what is already held. The search is unnecessary, for peace is not a destination. It is the recognition of what has always been. Love does not waver, does not falter, does not require anything in return. It flows ceaselessly, without condition, without limitation, without effort. It is the force that binds all things, the essence that moves through the depths of existence, the energy that shapes and sustains all that is. It does not need to be found, for it has never been lost. It does not need to be created, for it has never ceased to be. It only waits to be remembered, to be allowed, to be expressed in its purest form. Joy is not dependent on what rises and falls, what comes and goes, what appears and disappears. It is not tied to circumstance, not shaped by fleeting moments, not controlled by the ever-changing tides of the world. It is the natural radiance of existence itself, the effortless expression of a soul that moves in harmony with a sacred rhythm. It is to see clearly, to know deeply, to trust completely. It is to recognize that all is already perfect, already held, already in motion according to a wisdom far greater than the mind can grasp. The river does not hesitate, it simply flows. The sun does not question its purpose, it simply shines. The breath does not resist its movement, it simply rises and falls, effortlessly, in harmony with all that is. The self, too, is meant to move in this way, to trust, to allow, to surrender to the unfolding that has already been set in motion. The mind may search for answers, may grasp an understanding, may try to hold on to what is meant to move. But there is nothing to grasp, nothing to hold, nothing to fear. The divine rhythm is already carrying all things, already guiding all things, already unfolding in perfect harmony. The past does not bind. The future does not need to be controlled. The only truth is this moment. The only reality is now. And in this now, all is already whole. All is already aligned. All is already moving in perfect unity. There is no need to seek, no need to struggle, no need to strive. The path is already set, the current already flowing, the unfolding already complete. The divine rhythm does not wait, does not hesitate, does not waver. It simply moves, infinite and unbroken, sustaining all things in its perfect embrace. To recognize this is to awaken. To trust this is to be free. To surrender to this is to live in harmony with all that is. The divine rhythm moves through all things, and all things move within it. There is nothing outside of it, nothing beyond its reach, nothing that is not already held within its perfect unfolding. All is already whole. All is already free. Every thought, every word, every action becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to share the peace, love, and joy that flow from within. The more one aligns with these divine qualities, the more they overflow into the world, transforming every experience into a manifestation of divine grace. In this alignment, there is no effort to change the world, for the world reflects what is within. The more one aligns with the divine pulse, the more the world mirrors peace, love, and joy back. Every encounter becomes an opportunity to express these qualities. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to share the divine presence that flows through all things. The more one aligns with peace, love, and joy, the more these divine qualities overflow from their soul, filling the world with divine grace. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside oneself. These qualities are already within, woven into the very fabric of being. They are the natural outpouring of one's connection to the divine rhythm. As one surrenders to the sacred flow, peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, transforming every experience into an expression of divine unity. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, and as one moves in alignment with this sacred rhythm, they become a living expression of peace, love, and joy. The divine pulse is not something external to oneself. It is the very essence of who one is. To align with the divine rhythm is to recognize that all things are connected, that there is no separation between oneself and the sacred flow that moves through all things. When one opens their heart to this divine pulse, they become an instrument through which peace, love, and joy flow freely into the world. The more one aligns with this sacred pulse, the more peace, love, and joy fill the world, transforming every moment into an opportunity to express the divine unity that connects all things. Every experience, every relationship, every encounter becomes an opportunity to share the divine qualities that flow from within. The world reflects the energy that one brings to it. When peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, the world mirrors these qualities back, transforming every moment into a reflection of divine unity. Through alignment with the divine pulse, every breath becomes a song of gratitude, every action a prayer of divine expression. Every moment becomes a living embodiment of peace, love, and joy, radiating outward and filling the world with the presence of the sacred rhythm that guides all life. The breath of eternity moves through all things, an endless tide that is neither beginning nor end. It does not pause, does not hesitate, does not falter. It simply is, pure, boundless, infinite. This current does not ask for permission to flow, does not seek validation, does not require recognition. It is the source, the foundation, the silent pulse that sustains all of existence. Nothing stands apart from this sacred movement. No force can sever the bond between the seen and the unseen, between the manifested and the formless, between the fleeting and the eternal. The essence of all things is woven into this rhythm, held within its embrace, inseparable from its unfolding. To awaken is to remember this truth, to see beyond the illusion of separation, to step into the clarity of what has always been. The river does not doubt its path. The stars do not question their purpose. The breath does not resist its rise and fall, does not need to fear. It only needs to trust, to surrender, to allow the divine rhythm to carry it as it has always done. There is no separation, no division, no distance. There is only the sacred unfolding, the infinite embrace, the quiet knowing that all is already as it should be. The eternal rhythm of existence, unbroken and limitless, continues to pulse through all that lives and breathes. It is the force behind every motion, every shift, every change in the universe. Its presence is felt in every cell, in every thought, in every moment of awareness. This pulse does not belong to time nor to space. It is the heartbeat of creation itself, moving silently but powerfully, guiding each element toward its highest expression. It does not seek to control. It simply moves in harmony with all, unfolding the divine plan with perfect grace. There is no separation from this pulse, for it is the very essence of life. In the alignment with this divine flow, there is no struggle, no need to force one's will. There is only the simple surrender to the sacred rhythm, a gentle attunement to the truth that life moves with perfect wisdom. In this surrender, peace rises effortlessly. It is not a peace that is born from external conditions, nor one that can be shaken by the whims of the world. It is the deep, internal stillness that arises from within when one aligns with the divine pulse. This peace, unlike any fleeting emotion or external circumstance, fills the heart with a knowing that all is as it should be. It is the profound understanding that there is nothing to fear, for the sacred rhythm guides every experience with a perfection beyond the mind's comprehension. This peace is not passive, it is dynamic and transformative. It flows like a river through every aspect of one's life, shaping thoughts, actions, and relationships. Joy is the constant presence of divine light within, the warmth that radiates from the soul when one is fully aligned with the sacred pulse. These qualities, peace, love, and joy, are not separate from one another. They are all expressions of the same divine rhythm, the same sacred flow. They are the natural outpouring of one's connection to the divine pulse that moves through all things. When one aligns with this flow, peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, filling every moment with their divine presence. They are not things to be sought or attained. They are already within, waiting to be expressed. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities overflow from the soul, transforming every experience, every relationship, and every moment into an expression of divine unity. As these divine qualities flow from the soul, they begin to shape the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, a mirror of the sacred flow that moves through all things. Every thought, every word, every action becomes an opportunity to express peace, love, and joy. The more one aligns with these divine qualities, the more they overflow, transforming the world into a reflection of divine grace. There is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. There is no distance, no divide, for all is one. The sacred flow moves through every part of the being, guiding every thought, every action, every feeling. The more one aligns with this flow, the more they become a vessel for divine peace, love, and joy. These qualities overflow from the soul, filling every aspect of life with their divine presence. The world reflects the energy that one brings to it. When one aligns with peace, the divine rhythm has always been present, always moving, always guiding. The sky does not cling to the passing clouds. It simply remains. The ocean does not fear the rising and falling of the waves. It simply embraces the motion. The self, too, is not meant to hold on to the fleeting, not meant to grasp at what is always changing. It is meant to rest in what does not change, to trust in the flow, to know that all things are already held within the vast and infinite embrace of the divine. To live in alignment is to walk without fear. It is to meet each moment with open hands, to move without resistance, to trust in the unfolding. It is to know that there is nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing out of place. The path is already set, the rhythm already moving, the unfolding already perfect. There is no effort in this, no burden, no struggle. The river does not force itself to flow. It simply moves with a rhythm that has always guided it. The soul, too, is already moving with this sacred pulse. There is nothing to become, nothing to attain, nothing to chase. There is only the remembrance of what has always been. The world reflects the energy within. When the heart is at peace, the world mirrors that peace. When love moves freely within, it is seen in all things. When joy rises from the soul, every moment becomes a celebration. The universe is not separate, not distant, not apart. It is the same rhythm, the same presence, the same infinite unfolding. Nothing is ever truly lost. Nothing is ever truly separate. The sacred rhythm moves through all things, connects all things, sustains all things. It is the silent breath behind every movement, the unseen presence that holds every moment in perfect harmony. The self does not need to reach, does not need to struggle. The self, too, is not meant to grasp at the fleeting, not meant to be bound by what is always changing. It is meant to rest in what is eternal, to move with the current, to trust in the unfolding of all things. To live in alignment is to surrender to the rhythm that has always carried all things. There is nothing to force, nothing to control, nothing to resist. The path has already been set, the current already flowing, the unfolding already perfect. There is no struggle in this, no effort, no striving, only the simple act of allowing, of remembering, of being carried by the sacred movement. The world is a reflection of the energy within. When the heart is at peace, the world mirrors that peace. When love flows freely, it is seen in all things. When joy radiates from the soul, every moment becomes a celebration. The universe is not distant, not separate, not apart. It is the same rhythm, the same presence, the same boundless unfolding. Nothing is ever truly lost. Nothing is ever truly apart. The sacred rhythm moves through all things, connects all things, sustains all things. It is the silent breath behind every motion, the unseen force that holds every moment in perfect unity. The self does not need to reach, does not need to struggle, does not need to fear. It only needs to trust, to surrender, to allow the divine movement to carry it as it always has. There is no distance, no division, no separation. There is only the sacred unfolding, the boundless embrace, the quiet knowing that all is already whole. To align with the rhythm of existence is to step beyond illusion, beyond fear, beyond doubt. It is to see clearly, to know deeply, to trust completely. It is to recognize that all is already perfect,